Yo, welcome to the show, it's the state of us. Two mics, one vibe, yeah, we live it up. N-Put speaks truth, no cap, no bluff. Danni D, the diva, can't get enough. We talk life, we talk toys, Geek talk deluxe. From retro to now, we don't need no luck. N-Put Danni D, the team that won't go away. We keep it real every night, every day. Real talk, real laughs, no disguise. Two minds, one mic, we rise. Tune in, plug in, come vibe with us. It's the world, the words, the state of us.
All right.
Like I said, don't be working on stuff, but I got something done. The state of us. Welcome, everybody. We're back. We're not going away. We're here to kill. We're here to slay. We're here to stay.
I don't know how to follow that one. I'm kind of dumbfoundedly speechless. So, yeah, if you guys are still here after 30 minutes and waited for us, really appreciate it. I hope the wait was well worth it, because that was an intro where I don't understand why I look so angry just sitting on a couch.
I know. I'm trying to fix that one up. Like I said, I'll work it out, but yeah, at least I'll have an intro kind of pre-made, and there's some good ones that came out, and then they would charge me more to make more. So
charge you more for what? Fucking
just AI. Like, you've reached your limit. You've abused the AI system today, darling.
Oh no! Now we got to charge you an extra $10 for 2 seconds worth of fucking work.
2 seconds, 2 microseconds. Yeah. But yes, welcome everybody. Like I said, the show will go on.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're here. This is us. We're chilling.
So what are we talking about, Danny? What's going on? What we?
Scary input. I don't know, man. Like I said, let's try to get a vibe. Like I said, we'll have some topics for the show. We're just kind of go off the cuff today a bit and just talk about some random shit probably. But yeah, no. So there's a lot going on, man. Toy wise, everything wise. I mean, yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, that they raised all the prices for the Hasbro stuff in the States. You know, like you guys are paying like $42 American now for a Voyager or something. It's like $50 Canadian. So you guys are, yeah, it's out there.
Yeah, I don't even know, man. Like, I'm so at this point, when it comes to like their pricing versus their product and everything, I'm just like, the shit speaks for itself. Like, nobody out there at this point can argue with me. You know? Like,
that's a crazy price hike, like I said, comparatively, like I said, to the Canadian dollar. The Canadian price and the American price, yeah, those are pretty high jumps. Like I said, a couple dollars for the deluxe or whatever, $3, but $8, I think, for a Voyager or something was pretty massive.
Dude, not only that, they had that Optimus Prime with the Megatron arm that is like $100, and it's like all you did was steal another idea Hasbro design team. And from the fans, didn't fucking say thank you or anything, and then charge $100 for it.
Greedy.
No trailer, no nothing. And here's the thing I want to point. I would like to point this out too. Ryan of the Marvel Legends, formerly of the Marvel Legends team, went on a podcast and basically said, you know, that it boils down to corporate greed. I mean, everything they're doing boils down to corporate greed. So in terms of all that, you can't argue anymore. It's over. The people who are pro Hasbro and defending them and everything else, dude, like not to be like that guy or whatever, but y'all lost. Like former Hasbro employees are even telling you that it's corporate greed. You know, what do you do? Like, I saw
open your wallets,
and I saw something else that like their prices on their Marvel Legends are going to go up again. Somebody was saying like they had to pay after shipping and tax and stuff, it was almost $40 for a Marvel Legends. And they're just like, no, that's not worth it at all.
Yeah, what about those dumbasses that bought the Nemesis Prime?
Yeah, those people, those dumbasses.
You can get, yeah, no, I know. Like I said, like it's like Arzal said two people still buy it. I don't know who those people are still buying that shit, but but yeah, I mean it's crazy out there. Like it's crazy, and like yeah, more price hikes.
Yeah.
The thing too, like the toys are made better, and like you said, they weren't outdated constantly every week, every month. Another 100 wheel jacks, 100 this, 100 that. Who was I watching last night? I think it was Chris Jam or whatever, right? He's talking about the Thundercracker, you know, because it doesn't have the lines on it and blah blah blah. And but the thing for me was, it's weird because yeah, he was comparing it to like the Kingdom Blaster, and the Blaster, you know, doesn't have as many lines on it and detailing, but it doesn't really fully match up. Because from the Kingdom thing, it's supposed to be sub thing that all goes together. But like the thing is too, like now, like looking at them, they do look so sharply different, that Thundercracker, to any of those ones with a little bit of extra lines. He was even talking about Dinobots have extra lines. So like, you know, there's room now for them to like, you know, do the whole Dinobots again with less lines on them, right? So
Yeah.
The infinite amount of rebuying the same figure over and over and over until it's almost the best version. Yeah, it is draining, especially in Transformers. You know, like I said, it was new characters, a new line, a new crazy thing that they're making. You know, Beast compared to the Armada Beast Wars, something so abstract and odd. Like I'd be, you know, that's cool and all. And yeah, if they redo those figures down the road, like 10 years later, 5 years, whatever. But it's just the constant, like, you know, now these ones, these have little lines, these have no lines, and back and forth, right?
See, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Like if I wouldn't have an issue with it if they were constantly improving, and they're not, right? Like when you look at all their Marvel Legends figures, everybody, the industry standard now is fabric goods across the line. And there's so much inconsistency when it comes to one company. Their Black Series, for the most part, is all fabric goods, right? They started off with like rubbery kind of plastic with like their Darth Maul figure from Wave 1, and now you get like a full robe, like Emperor Palpatine, full fabric robe, right? Like there's so much fabric, real fabric being used in their Black Series, but their Marvel Legends is still hard plastic capes. Again, there's no consistency there. And the industry standard is now wired cloth goods, at the very least cloth goods. You know, and McFarlane switched over to wired cloth goods for the most part. So at this point, there's no excuse for them not to be to not I don't want them to innovate. I just want them to catch up. You know?
Yeah, do something different. Braziel, yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Raz Ass says, yeah, what's your thoughts on the new Thundercracker input? I know you didn't like the Earthrise, and I'm not about talking the price, just the mold. I think it looks like what is it? The Starscream 4.0, whatever masterpiece, 3.0, whatever you want to call it. I think it looks very much like a shrunken down version of that. It does remind me of when they did Masterpiece 1.0, and then the classic Starscream came out, and that classic Starscream kind of felt like a shrunken down masterpiece.
Yeah.
It feels the same way with this, with that Thundercracker.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I think kind of looks a little fat mode. Like I said, like that masterpiece looks a little fat mode or wide in weird places. I'll see if this looks better. Like I said, I'm kind of preferring, like, I'm not going to go spend the money on the masterpiece Hasbro line. You know, like I'm fine with this now. So, I mean, it looks okay. Hey, Mom, nice to see you too.
And I'll say this too about it. The it's Thundercracker that got shown first, not Starscream. So that's kind of crazy. But you know, it's definitely a case of, so it's a weird situation, that figure, right? So like for 10 years, people were telling Hasbro upscale the classics mold, right? And they did an Earthrise. And then everybody shit all over that mold. for whatever. It doesn't have waist articulation, doesn't it?
Mhm.
But for 10 years, you know, Transformer fans were yelling at the top of fucking Mount Everest for that mold to be bigger. And they finally give it to you. And then everyone's like, no, this sucks. And
Yeah.
then, but I feel like at the same time with that Thundercracker, while I think he looks pretty good, I think it's too soon. It's way too soon.
Way swivel. Yeah, it's just like, yeah, well, yeah, like it's just exactly like it should have. This should have been the mold that came out then and there. And like I said, now we're getting into this like very picky thing that isn't to be so nitpicky. Like, does it have a line? Does it have not a line? Are the Dinobots too like detailed and liney now? Now we got the more smooth, cartoon accurate version ones. Yeah, same with a lot of these figures. So it's like I said, it's just room for them to make more and more and more
of the same
figure of the same guy, the same figure. That's what I mean. That's why I just sold a bunch of toys today, like a buddy, and you know, I just, you know, I got rid of like multiple Jazzes, multiple Sunstreakers, Wheeljacks. There's a real 86 Wheeljack coming out apparently, all this. So it's just like, at what point? And then I've sold a lot, you know, with moving and stuff. I'm condensing my collection a lot. I'm getting rid of shit that I just bought like a fanatic. You know, I do have a buying problem, you know, dinosaurs, tons of stuff, you know. I'm just trying to shrink it down. Like there's some stuff I won't be, you know, selling, like some like G1 and G2, and I got all my Armada packaged original stuff. I got like a lot of RID 2001 packaged stuff. I got all my open animated figures that I'm keeping, right? So I'm, you know, that's the stuff I love, and that can't be redone in the same way. So that's worth holding on to. But 14 Venoms and 10 Jazzes is just not worth having under my bed anymore.
Well, and yeah.
Hey, I got any room more in my closet, but you know.
Yeah, JSP, I do agree. Says for the prices that they are asking, you better be picky. And and here's the thing: is like I feel like at this point, so they just reissued the Ramjet that out of that 2-pack or whatever, and they've got the cone heads being reissued. I don't think they're not doing thrust, I don't think, but you know, the 2 end of that 2-pack they're reissuing. But then as the reissues are coming out, right?
Yeah.
They're showing a new Thundercracker. New jet, new Seeker mold, guys. So, you know, fuck the Earthrise. Don't buy that, even though we re-release. Like, they're cannibalizing their own sales. Because at that point, if I saw the new Thundercracker and if I didn't have Ramjet and I didn't find Ramjet yet, and I saw the new Thundercracker, I would just be like, well, fuck it, I'm just gonna wait for the new one. Because you know they're going to do more cone heads.
For sure. That's what I mean. Marketplace in my area right now is flooded with all the Earthrise Seekers. That means cone heads, even though they're just, like you said, they're putting out thrust right now. But you know what? I felt like a freaking G when you sold me that Ramjet and stuff. Nobody in Canada really had them, right? Like, I felt better than people.
Yeah.
Like a good moment, but I got my most out of that figure because I had it so long. But they just released, like, the people that couldn't get the Ramjet, that just came out in that like last Legacy or whatever line, and you know, now the thrust too, and like now, but they're gonna be redoing them all again. Like you said, that 2-pack, the Gamer 2-pack with the black cone head that looked cool. Like what? Now they're gonna be redoing all that. Like I said, the marketplace in my area right now is just flooded with like the Seekers. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. And it's like I said, so I don't understand it. Like, they're why would you cannibalize your sales like that? Mm-hmm. Why would you just wait? Just wait. Because people were clamoring for new Seekers forever. And Hasbro is like, no, we're going to keep going with the classics mold for 10 years. This is what you get. Deal with it. And then when the new ones came out, everybody was super excited. And now I don't understand. Like Raz is saying, okay, so Thrust did get reissued. So you've got 3 cone heads. You've got 3, 4, possibly 5 Seekers on the shelf right now.
Yeah.
Right? And you show a new Seeker mold. And then you're going to turn around and be all like, well, those didn't sell very well, so we're kind of hesitant to X, Y, Z. And they're going to... It's like, dude, God, whoever's making the business decisions up there for this stuff, and this goes across the board.
Yeah, I know. It's not just for Transformers. It's scattered for
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah. And I think too, and I think, there's a lot of, there's a lot of like fake hype beast or whatever you want to call it out there, like trying to drum all this attention up for it and stuff. And a lot of like ass kissery that goes on that is, conspiracy theory time that is paid for, because you hear stories about influencers getting like $7,000, $20,000, whatever it is, to talk good about a product or whatever. I'm starting to think that they're doing the same thing, just in terms of business decisions and stuff.
Yeah, it's odd. Some of it's really odd.
Yeah,
but what else have you been up to? Like anything else going on lately? Like what are you doing? Like are you like anymore? Are you putting out anything else on your channels or anything? Or
well, I started doing like these what the difference is. Something that you guys probably don't know. Is
probably don't know shit, bitch.
That I didn't even what?
I don't know. Just mental. All the filler I put in my face has gone to my brain.
It's all seeped into your brain, Danny. So I started doing a new thing, like what's the difference for like Blu-rays and DVDs and stuff, and kind of showing like maybe somebody's thinking about buying like a 4K. Like I just posted up RoboCop today, and I had the 3 comparisons that I own, and it's just one of those things where it's like, okay, if you have this one and you're thinking about this one, should you get this one? Possibly, maybe, whatever. Like it's mainly for people on the fence, kind of who are in the same boat as me. Like I'll look at like special features and stuff on a movie, to kind of justify the purchase, because a lot of the times the movies that I do like, I've got, at the very least 2 versions of, whether it be like DVD and Blu-ray or VHS and DVD or something like that. So, and I also noticed there's not a whole lot when it comes to stuff like that. There are like comparison videos, but it's usually something like video comparison, like, this looks like that on this or whatever.
Do you have it on your regular channel or what channel?
Yeah, it's under my shorts.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
I want to try and keep it to like a minute long, so it's like the shorts.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when you start like 4K compared to DVD is going to look better. Right? Like, so I it's one of those things where I feel like I shouldn't have to explain that, right? But somebody who doesn't understand, like if you watch the RoboCop one, you see more of the picture on RoboCop on the Criterion DVD than you do the other one. Somebody might not know that. Somebody might want the extra, 5% or whatever of the movie on screen.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just something I started doing. The retro toy gimmicks are still here, but kind of took a break from doing those. But they are coming back. I do have one lined up. I just gotta. I say find the time. It takes me like a minute to do it, right? But
I have a request. RoboCop 2 would be cool.
Do what?
I want to see, RoboCop 2. I love that movie. It'd be cool to see a comparison. I think I have like a couple versions of that. Yeah, and Anthony's asking about that thing I talked to you about. Yeah, we'll be doing it. Me and N-Put will do the show. Just we need to figure out a date and stuff.
Oh, what show are we doing?
On for Anthony, the price gift or the thing for the holidays.
Oh, the Christmas gift thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, that's cool. And then anything else that on the channel I just kind of work. I know I've been doing a lot of short. Well, I haven't done as many lately, but some of my shorts got like thousands of views. I got like lots of subscribers off that. Yeah, they didn't transfer as much into watch hours, but my watch hours have gone up again from doing this and another couple things. But it's I like doing the shorts in a way, some of them, right? Because it's a funner way to like show some stuff off instead of like I'm not sitting down to review a toy anymore or anything like that. The time and effort that it takes and the amount of views is just a waste of time for me.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the thing too, is like you know, for me, if I sit down and if I want to review something or whatever, then um I feel like it's one of those things, right, where okay, if I'm going to review something, what can I add that nobody else has already said? You know what I mean? Like I give people information to make a decision based on the product, right? Like I'm not and that's kind of why we did like the honest reviewers and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So but I think if anything, if I don't want to say like I'm done with reviews because I don't want to say that because I may not be, right?
Yeah, same. I know. I feel like full reviews, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I'd like to do something when I had the time to do it, or like the passion again. But it's always in there. It's just time versus where to put your time and money and all that. Right?
Right. So I think if anything, like long-term videos, I will do like or long-form videos, I will do like custom showcase videos, something that I feel like needs you know, explanation and exposition and detail and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting at with it, with everything.
Yeah, I know, because it'd be fun. Like I said, it was fun when we was like had people together. I'd like to do another Danny and Friends. I'd like to, you know, me and Martin are planning another show eventually. Probably near Halloween. You know, it's just for me, like doing this type of stuff is just easy, fun, and like, you know, I feel like I'm at our best when I'm just kind of like off the cuff doing like you know, this kind of format, podcast, live stream style format. It's just, yeah, you know, to do evergreen material for me to break it down and like really go into like something and research it. I don't know if it's ADHD or what it is, but focus for me just kind of gets lost, you know, and then it just kind of either gets stale or old and I don't complete it. And like I said, toy hunt videos, like now we have no Toys R Us. I did make a Toys R Us video I need to complete, but there's no Toys R Us. So I just have just the two crappy Walmarts to go to and the GameStop, and the amount of stuff that doesn't show up at the Walmarts. It's just like, it's not fun to do the toy hunt videos. If I had like 500 Walmarts near me, I'd just go and film it. I didn't even have to buy anything, but I just don't even have that option. And then what else was I trying to work on lately besides that? Like we're going to the toy show this weekend. It's on the Saturday and Sunday, Vancouver Comic and Toy Show, the October show. So I'll be filming there. At least there'll be a new toy show video going up. But yeah, it's just, I wish we had more in this area, but it's just kind of dead for geek culture where I am. It's all about like tanning beds, and
I feel like it's dead quite a bit actually. Like when I go into Target,
what's up, player?
it's always, and I've said this for a long time, and I think this has been a complaint for a long time with a lot of people, right? It's like it's the same thing over and over and over again. But I go into Target and it's like there might be one new like He-Man figure from the wave. Like I just saw like some concept art Spike-Or where he's like tan and kind of yellowish or whatever, and not purple and pink and whatever.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know, I was like, that's kind of cool, but there was only one on the shelf, and I was like, did Target just order the one? And then, you know what I mean? It just kind of seems dead everywhere, except for the WWE figures, which when they announce one of their Elite figures, it's boom, it's at the store like next week or something. Like you can go get them. I've seen shelves of CM Punk and the Undertaker and, you know, all the other ones that were supposed to come out here soon, or recently or whatever. But yeah, for the most part, it's the same games, it's the same everything. We live in a world of suckification. That's the that's the final note on that, right? But
how many square miles in your town? I don't know. Yeah, I'm in Canada. We have two, and they're like, the cities are like a bridge apart, but they used to be one place, now they're two, and they have two Walmarts. I don't know. It used to be good, man. Like the Siege era, everything before that. Like I'd go to Walmarts and they were stacked, man. They had the high shelves. Now they got the low shelf. It's half a shelf. And they used to blow out deals, man. I know some people didn't see that in Canada, but here, like, I was buying Siege Leader Class Shockwaves for $8. Like, yeah, I was buying like reissue stuff. They clearance it to $10, $15. It was just fun at that point, you know.
Well, if it stops being fun, you got to stop doing it.
Yeah, it's just
let
fun,
me
but not fun because you go there and they got nothing. So it's just that. Yeah,
let me
I used to love to see it, you know.
let me ask you this. I'll ask. I mean, everybody, because I've said this before that you know, we have the louder voice because, you know, we have a microphone or whatever, and everybody else is, you know, kind of stuck to comments, right? So so I want to ask everybody, do you think that Hasbro's price increasing the way that it is based on like the third party market and imports and stuff like that? Do you think that they see what people are spending in terms of like third party transformers, or in terms of like Mafex figures or SH Figure Arts or Mezco or whatever, and they're just like, well, why can't we get that? And then they jack the price up?
Yeah, for some of it, especially those like the maximum Spider-Man figure, that's trying to be like the like, yeah, Mafex or Mafex style pricing. Like it's trying to get there, right? Yeah, and it's just not the same. But it's yeah, it's just they see people paying for these, like, you know, import figures and high prices. So yeah, they're trying to breach that. It just sucks that, like you said, they're eating up their own people. Like the thing is too, like you could go spend $200 and get 8 figures before or whatever, and you'd be so happy spending that money, and you'd get a lot for it. And of course, like some things will change or whatever, but you know, you go to the store now with that money and you get like 2 figures, so it just kind of hits you the wrong way. You know, like some people would be still spending around the same money or even more money, but they felt like they got more for their dollar, right?
Yeah.
And it was funner, you know, like you could be like, I could go to the store and be like, hey, there's the Voyagers, there's the Deluxes. I could buy like all the same wave for a good amount of money and, you know, feel good about it. Like, oh, I spent a lot, but I kind of got, you know, decent amount for what I bought. But now you go there, a freaking liter is like $100 in Canada with tax. You know, it's getting up there. So, you know, it's depending where you get it and how, but it's just hits you differently. And it's definitely like, you know, Bart's like, oh, pick me up this or that. Before it was easy. Now it's like, dude, can you e-transfer the money or like send me a freaking mail order? Because like, you know, it's going to be like $400 for eight figures.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess for me, I'm just trying to find some sort of logic in where there probably isn't any. And because when you like that, damn man, that maximum series Spider-Man, god, that thing sucks, dude. Like compared to whatever else like it's supposed to be competing against, you know, the Mafex and the SH Figure Arts and the Mezco stuff and everything else, dude. No, like it's just one of those things where for a company the size of Hasbro and Mattel and the rest of them that are doing that, there should be an understanding of a few things, right? Where like number one, there should be a level of understanding of if $15 items are going to sell better than a $30 item. Just that I've been harping on that for years, and while, you know, look, a $10 Marvel Legend right now is not realistic, right? A $17 Marvel Legend is, you know, unquestionably realistic. But the other thing that they have to look at that they're not is that the amount of stuff that comes with the like the Mafex and everything else. Like, you know, you're at a point now where, you know, you're getting $50 Voyager figures. And what do you, and third party companies are doing $100 and, say $130 Transformers or whatever. Like I've said it before, man. If I only need one definitive figure and I'll use Thundercracker as an example. If I wanted a definitive Thundercracker, why would I buy 4 Hasbro Thundercrackers? Why wouldn't I just buy the Masterpiece one or the whatever third party one or whatever, and then just call it done? And just, like, because you're getting to a point to where that becomes an issue price wise. Like, you're competing not only with third party, you're competing with yourself in that regard too, and your supposed partners and everything else. It doesn't make sense. And then the plastic quality on an import figure is 100 times better than anything they use for their Black Series or their Marvel Legends line. Hands down. I cannot bend an SH Figure Arts figure at the knee sideways because of a gummy knee articulated joint or whatever, right? Like some gummy plastic. So, and I think, and I will kind of, I don't like doing it, but I will kind of defend Hasbro, play devil's advocate here a little bit. Fans Toys started increasing their prices as well way back, like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't remember what figure it was, but maybe their Blaster or something. But it was like out of nowhere, it was like $250. And everybody had that same reaction, like, whoa, what's going on? That's way too much. And then people still bought it. And then now Fans Toys prices are, anywhere between $200 to $300 depending on the figure. Right?
Yeah.
So maybe Hasbro looked at that and said, well, if they're getting it, we should get it.
Yeah.
And now the companies are just ripping the ass out of everything,
Yeah, it's crazy. And then, like I said, it's a weird mixture for me because I had a lot of Mayfix figures, and I didn't like how the Spider-Mans were so spindly, and some things I like about the Marvel Legends, like when they're done right. Like I've got a few lately, like the knees aren't gummy, like the toy was. They're expensive as fuck though. Like they were that like Magic the Gathering set or something. I bought one of the girl figure was great. Like she had her legs were like really like stiff and like better plastic. But yeah, it was like the price point was still so high on it. But yeah, it's just a weird mixture because it's like I like some of the designs of the Marvel Legends, like the way they're kind of like built. But then sometimes, yeah, like I got those Moon Knight figures. The legs are so gummy; it was just unbearable,
Yeah, see, that's the whole issue, right? Like inconsistency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so inconsistent. That's the thing; you don't know what you're paying for. So,
right, and at $40 a figure. And everything in that Spider-Man, except for the Spider-Man, is reuse. Mm-hmm. Like the accessories are reuse and stuff. Mm-hmm. $40 for a piece of paper and a Spider-Man? Dude, that thing better not have any kind of inconsistencies. It better not have any QC issues, but it does because the legs break off. Great.
Yeah. 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 And they're 55 Canadian dollars for those Magic the Gathering figures here. So.
Ooh.
It's pricey.
Yeah. It's almost like, I don't know. And I guess when do you stop?
I don't know. I love it too much. There's so much I love about it, but it's just like I got some of that new classified stuff that I actually think is really good. It's just like, but it's just too many lines. Like that's what I mean. Like it's like, oh, I like this, I like that, but just to keep up with all the lines, and then like like I said, all the Transformers, all the exclusives, all the it's just a weird juggle. It's just hard to juggle,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Danny, as to answer your question earlier, one of the things you asked me is what I've been up to. And I will pass that question. I don't think I gave a full answer because I forgot about I don't know if anybody knows, but I do have an automotive channel on YouTube as well where I just kind of do my own shit in the car and on my car and everything. So a lot of my focus here recently has been on that. Just working on, my ride. Just it's a Tokyo Drift reference for anybody who the one person who watches this 10 years from now who'll get it. Just admiring my ride. But But yeah, that's it. That's the main thing. So yeah, that was it. That's all I wanted to add to that.
Yeah, no, it's cool. You plug it in the thing later or comments on mine. Put the link in there. That'd be cool.
Do what?
Like put the link in my on the video later, or I can add it to the video later.
Okay. Yeah, I can send it to you. So you can
Yeah.
add it.
Yeah, I think I still have it, but I just add it to the description. What's up, Big M? But yeah, I know. It's just like I said, talked a lot about Hasbro still today. But like I said, we'll bring up other things and like other comments, lots of other stuff we can talk about. Like I was saying, we could bring up, like I said, just money issues in general or money in general next week. We're talking about so.
Next week we're gonna go blah 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 blah. Next week, me and Danny are going to explain to you the intricacies of money and how it's nothing but an illusion. That's right, folks. We're going David Blaine on your ass next week. Like it, love it. It doesn't matter, but you're damn sure gonna want more of it.
Heck yeah. Yeah, no, coming at you fast and furious, that's for sure. But yeah, like I said, more topics, like anything else too, like getting more light stuff. If we have more stuff going on, we can go into more detail. Like, yeah.
Yeah. It's the state of us, baby, not the state of the fandom trend. I'd say I can get it wrong now because I don't have to worry about trying to correct you.
Now everything's upside down. But yeah, no, like I said, I'm looking forward just to hanging out, seeing where things go, and like, it's nice to still see our faces. Like I said, more the other thing too with the other show, we're getting distracted a lot by people in chat too. So now we can actually deep dive into like have more conversations with people in the chat or whatever. And like I said, we always have people on in the future or something like that, have guests. So let us know.
Yeah.
Have some fun. Like I said, if any other toys or other things, shows, movies that you've like during the week that you think of or something that you see, like, yeah, just link it to me or let me know. And we can always bring it in here and talk about it too, like different stuff. So it doesn't have to be just Hasbro. It could be whatever, right?
I mean, we can rail on Hasbro about that Optimus Prime, that Skybound Optimus Prime for $100 without the trailer. I can rail on that for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, we could bring that up, but there's some other funny stuff too. Yeah, they showed those like exclusives too, like the animated Prime that's coming out with all the with the wings again and all that. So
yeah,
I love the original more though. I'm not good for that, but the originals, like I said, whatever. We're here just to hang out, chat, talk life, talk toys. So
there you go. So join us next week on the State of Us podcast as we talk about money and how it doesn't really exist. It's an illusion, folks. Ooh.
I love capitalism because you can get capped like a never mind. I don't want to be canceled today, but we'll see you next week, folks. Thanks for hanging out. See ya.
Thank you for joining us. It has been a pleasure. However, we must now conclude the program. We appreciate your viewership and apologize should we have inadvertently disrupted your evening. Please do not take any offense. We look forward to presenting another engaging topic next week, and we extend our gratitude for your continued support.